Okay, for this coronavirus stuff, whether you believe in it or not, believe in the severity or not, or all the actions that are happening because of it, there is one thing that we all have in common is we have no control over this. Right? And in a time like that, or a time like this, we have choices. We could either complain about the whole situation and kind of sit around and let things happen to us, or we can go on the proactive, and at the very least for the things that we do have control over, we can do our best with what's given. So kind of what I want to do is create a short video, this one right here, and give some quick solutions to stuff, and then allow for this video, the comment sections, and maybe help this spark other things for other people, whatever it might be. So that being said, there's a couple things that I see is a concern. Some things are way outside of like my control, outside of my house, and there's a lot of people out there that are in a bad shape because they might be living paycheck to paycheck. They might be an hourly job that requires people to go into their establishment and not just spend on food or certain merchandise, but they also require like money from tips, things like that, in order to make it. And those places, per like the U.S. government, is shut down. So it's way outside of their control. It's not even one of those situations where you look at somebody's like, oh, there's plenty of jobs out there. No, like right now, specific jobs are shut down. I mean, the NBA and the NHL and all these other sporting teams are shut down, like big level stuff. So there are people struggling out there right now. And that paired with schools shutting down, earlier than spring break. I have some friends and know people have kids or might be in school or might be teachers, and their school's been shut down, and everybody might look at it and go, oh yay, like get an extra spring break. But then think about the kids that are out of school, the teachers that are now trying to figure out what lesson plans look like, sent to parents in certain ways so kids keep learning, but also kids that are not in a school where parents were kind of relying on that because parents are at work. I mean, see that dynamic, like there's an aspect that once again is outside of people's control. Well, what do we do? I do want to give a quick shout out because I saw a solution. I am a follower for Whipped Bake Shop that's up there, I think like Fishtown, Northern Liberties, whatever area like that, on Instagram. And they have been recently posting, like, look, they make awesome cakes. The reason why they made me a cake one time and it looked great. But what I found interesting is they're taking it upon themselves to post the pages of people that provide certain services in order to help them maintain some level of employment during this hard time, which is really cool. On top of that, they even just posted something from another business in Philadelphia. I believe they are called Spot Burger, that is around 28th and Girard. And they posted something saying that if you're a service worker that has lost their job because of this crisis, then to come there with a pay stub to show that you work at a place, and then they will at least give you a meal for free. It's not trying to solve everything, but it's doing a little bit. So I think that's pretty cool. I'll put their information like here or something like that. I'll just do my best as well. And I want to pass that forward to those two organizations. So those are Philadelphia-run businesses that are just trying to do something. Which brings me to 2 points, I guess I would say. So one thing I brought up is that schools right now are in an odd situation, along with parents are very odd situations where now, like parents right now are kind of like homeschooling their kids for the next at least 2 weeks or 3 weeks or so, how long this is going to last. And this is a different situation. And teachers are having to determine how they're going to keep the curriculum moving and allow the kids to continue to learn while they're at home in a different setting that they don't have necessarily control over, but they can try to influence the best that they can. And I have two kind of solutions, but like I said, this is just ideas, but I want to get the ball rolling. One of them is there are websites that offer educational support. Like one of them that I know of is like Reflex Math. There's things for like elementary school kids that they can go online, and I think it's actually called reflexmath.com, and then they can go through lessons, mathematical lessons, and learn, right, for their age group, right? And what I would think would be interesting, I don't know if they're going to do it, I kind of don't want to put them on the spot, but I have to give an example. I would wonder if there are any organizations out there that during this time are going to give their services away for free for the next couple of weeks while this crisis is going on, and say, hey, look, if you're, you guys are parents and teachers, stuff like that, normally we charge for these services, but this is a countrywide thing. Why don't we give away our service for the next month or so to keep your kid on track? If they're in this grade, we will sign them up for free and then move forward. I would think that would be great if whatever organization, or for instance, on my computer, I use the program Drawboard, which allows for you to annotate things through PDF, or like on PDF files, and that might be an avenue that teachers need to send home PDF forms for kids and their parents to mark up and send back to them to show progress. It would be great if that company or a company like that or so gives their services away free for the next month or so, whatever it takes, to help children's education move forward. So I think that would be cool if somebody knows about that, or if a company is out there and they want to put their information in the comment sections for other people to see it and to utilize that service. I think that'd be a great American thing to do, and also another idea is I'm specifically looking at or talking to people that aspire to be future teachers. That means for our colleges out there, for Philadelphia base, I'm going to direct it towards my city, but then of course this goes out to whoever wants to listen throughout the entire world. But I'm talking about like Villanova, Penn, Drexel, Temple, LaSalle, you name it. If you're a Philadelphia area college and you're a student aspiring to be a teacher, you probably got sent home for these next couple weeks. And as cool as it might seem to have this be a lengthened spring break, letting you know there's plenty of teachers out there in the Philadelphia area that need your support now. What they might need is some help with lesson plans or organizing something or outside the box thinking. They would be the lead because they know their students, their kids, and the adults that go with them, but they might need administration help to get certain things progressing forward in the right direction, and you might be a person that could help. So what I would do to challenge you is saying, hey, look, you might want to volunteer your time over the internet and pick out a grade and a subject and help out a teacher in the Philadelphia area school. It's that simple. You might not be able to solve the entire problem, but you could do a little bit, kind of like Spot Burger's doing right now. They can't feed everybody in the world. They can't feed all of America, and they can't feed every Philadelphian. But you know what? They're choosing to be a part of the solution of the things they can control. And one thing we can control is our time and what we can offer somebody for free. And then that's pretty much it. I don't want this video to go really, really long, and I don't want it to go on some crazy spiel, but in this time we have to figure out the little things that we can do to support each other through a hard time that we have no control over, and then just give our best. And then if we just do that, at the very least, when we come out of this eventually, because we will come out of this, we will be a better people together. Those are my thoughts. Thanks for listening, and let's make this go viral and contagious to help one another and to show people what we're really made of. Thanks, have a blessed night, and hopefully you guys stay safe. Good night.